Do you believe in love at first sight? Do you have any tattoos? Are you a hoarder? Wow. All right, Google, you're speaking to my heart right now. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? Yeah, I can. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Katie. I'm a missionary in New Jersey. This is my second year as a Salesian Lay missionary, and I've realized that a lot of people have been subscribing these past few weeks, and a lot of people don't really know me. I've done a lot of Q&As like way back when I first started my channel, so I thought today I would just do a Q&A so that you guys could get to know me a little better, because I know I have a lot of new subscribers and there's just a lot of things that you don't know about me. You just watch the videos and kind of really don't know what's going on. So I thought I would just do a Q&A. The first thing that I could easily start with is like, what am I doing and what's my job? So currently I'm a Salesian Lay missioner, and that is a mission program with the Salesians after college, and there's foreign and domestic mission. And so I did a year of mission in Cambodia for my first year, and that's why I have a whole playlist, and I'll post it above, of the playlist of me in Cambodia. And then my second year I just started to do domestic, which means that you're in the United States, and now I'm working at a school in New Jersey, a Salesian school. So that is what I'm doing right now. And being a missionary, you can really have any job. Anything that's really asked, you can do. So right now I'm working at a school and I teach theology, I coach basketball, I've coached volleyball, I help with chores, I help with cleaning, I help with driving girls to events. So it could really be anything that they ask, and you're just open and willing to help. So that is what I've been doing the past 2 years. If you want to know more about Cambodia, you can watch the whole playlist. I explained my whole year there in a playlist. I filmed everything pretty much, like all the different events, everywhere that we went. So if you want to see Cambodia, I will link it above. But that is what I'm doing right now. So I'm a missionary. And another fun fact, which is, it's kind of funny, another fun thing is that currently I'm living in a convent, and with being a Salesian Lay missionary, you're placed at the site, so you live on site. And right now I'm living in a convent. So last year I had a house. It wasn't a house, it was like a little side house on the compound in Cambodia, but this year I'm living in the convent. So this is a typical convent room. If you guys want, there's a video from the beginning when I first got to New Jersey. I have a whole playlist of like my second year of mission. If you want to see what my room looks like and what a convent room looks like, you can go watch that, because I filmed the whole thing when I first moved in. Today I just thought that I would go online because usually I would, like most people on YouTube, ask their Instagram followers. I'll put my Instagram right here. They ask their Instagram followers to ask them questions, but whenever I do that, I don't get many questions. So I'm just gonna go on Google because it's just way easier. And I typed in like tough questions that most people don't want to ask. So these are going to be really random, but I hope you enjoy. And then if you guys have any specific questions, leave them down in the comments. First question says, after a breakup, would you rather be alone or surrounded by friends? That's kind of difficult because I've only been in one really bad breakup, and I was alone at that time because I was in college. And I think at that time it was right before Christmas break started, and my roommate had already left. So I was like, I had to be alone because nobody was at school. So I would definitely want to be with friends, but I think I definitely need some time to be alone first to like really process it, have the ability to be with friends to kind of get out of that funk, because I know I do get into like a funk of sadness, as I think everyone probably does, but I usually need that time to really process and be alone, and then you go out with my friends and just kind of get out of that funk, if that makes any sense. But kind of both. I need alone time first, a little bit, not a lot of alone time, and then have my friends. These are some weird questions. After a divorce, would you rather share custody or get full custody? So I don't believe in divorce. Being Catholic, I don't believe in divorce, and I would never want to get divorced. I think it's really sad. I would never want to get divorced, so I would never want to even have that question come up in a relationship. Focus my relationship on marriage. I wouldn't date anyone that I don't see a potential in marrying. So I wouldn't ever think of getting a divorce if I'm trying to see that relationship as a marriage relationship, if that makes any sense. Number 3, any new and exciting things that you would like to share? Something that has been super exciting is switching classes. So now I'm teaching freshmen. Before I was teaching all the juniors in one sophomore class, and now I'm teaching freshmen. So that's been really fun to get to know them and get to know more of their classmates, because when I see them, I see their classmates. So it's been really fun to teach freshmen. I was also asked to be a chaperone on a leadership retreat that I went on in high school, so that's really fun because I haven't been since high school, and now that I'm a chaperone, it's really fun to see the girls go on this leadership retreat and just the joy and positivity that comes from this retreat. I'm really excited to be their chaperone. Number 4, are you a dog person or a cat person? So I've talked about this before in old videos and my mom has already yelled at me for it, but I don't like animals. I know it's really crazy. I really don't like animals. I don't know what it is. I just don't have that like attraction and draw and like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I really don't have that. I'm very specific. It's only like a few dogs that I do that for and then a few cats. But if I were to choose, I would say neither. Number 5, are you a fan of any sports team? Yes, I don't watch TV because I don't have a TV in the convent, but I love all the New York and New Jersey teams. So I love the Giants, I love the Yankees. My dad made me a diehard Yankee fan at a really young age, so I love them. I like the Chiefs. Go Chiefs in the Super Bowl today because I went to school in Kansas, so I just have to root for the Chiefs. I like a lot of like the college teams, so I like UNC and Kentucky and basketball teams. But I really don't watch any sports, so I'm not really a true fan because I don't even watch them, but I really like them. Number 6, are you a good cook? No, I am not a good cook. I've never really learned how to cook. I know how to make pasta and I know how to make just the basics like eggs and pancakes and things in the microwave, but I can't cook like a meal from ingredients to a plate. So no, I'm not a good cook. Number 7, are you a hoarder? Wow. All right, Google, you're speaking to my heart right now. I wouldn't say I'm a massive hoarder like what people know hoarders are from the TV show, but I definitely collect so many things and I just don't want to get rid of them. So it could be clothes, it could be memories. So back home in Indiana, I had this huge bin that I had from my old house when I lived here in New Jersey. And I've collected every single letter that I've ever received from anyone. All the letters from like my sweet 16, birthdays, Christmas. I've collected everything. I collect every retreat folder that I've ever been on, which it's the same retreat. When in my church, we always did the same retreat every year that I would lead. So I've collected the same folder for years, which I really don't need, but I just have this like, I don't want to let it go. I don't want to forget these notes that I wrote about. I remember the kids in my small group. So I'm not like a massive hoarder, but I'm a hoarder of memories. And so then it does tend to pile up and I don't know, and I don't have places to put it. So you could say, yes, I'm a hoarder a little bit. I don't know. Number 8, are you a morning or night owl? I would say neither because getting up in the morning has been really hard working here in New Jersey. I don't know why. I usually had no problem waking up, but it's very difficult here. I think that kind of goes with me not sleeping, but that's a whole different story. Mornings are really hard. And then nights, I used to be able to stay up really late, but then again, this like convent life, we usually finish all of our events by 8 o'clock. So by then I'm in my room and then there's not a lot I can do. I do watch Netflix and talk to people and whatever, but I usually go to bed at like 9 sometimes. Sometimes I can push myself to stay awake, but it's a lot harder because I don't have much to do. So it's really kind of hard to push yourself to stay awake. Whereas like in college and high school, like you have things to do, you have homework, you have friends to go out with, but I don't have that here. So I usually go to bed pretty early. So I would say neither. Okay, I'm gonna skip some questions. So from this point on, I'm not gonna go in order of the number. I'm just gonna read the questions because I'm not going in like 1, 2, 3 order. So the next question says, are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage it head on? It depends on the situation for sure, because sometimes I usually stay away from conflict, but if someone is being like bullied, if someone's being hurt, I will be the person to step up and be like, hey, stop that. But it just really depends on the situation, because there's times where I know things make me angry, but I know I shouldn't like go for, like I should just let it be. Like let's say I'm having a fight with my mom or something and I know I need to step away even though I want to keep going, so I won't engage those things. But there's times where sometimes, you know, like that anger and whatever builds up and then you just kind of like explode. So usually no, for sure no. I'm not an angry person. I usually don't get into conflicts with anyone. I just let it be. But there's times where sometimes I can't even control that and it just comes out. So, and there's times like where my emotions like I've always been really shy and like always held back a lot of things. So when I should have fought for myself, I never did. So now when I see those situations arise, I always like really reflect and be like, is it worth it to fight? And usually sometimes not fight, but like, is it worth it to fight the situation? And it usually is. So there's now times where I will actually like speak up for myself and fight for myself and be like, hey, this is what's going on, blah, blah. But it just depends on the situation. Are you scared of heights? No. Actually, yes, but like no. I can do roller coasters and climb mountains and all that stuff, but I'm so scared of Ferris wheels. If you guys didn't know, my biggest fear is a Ferris wheel. There's a whole story with that. If you guys want to know more, I'll tell you in a different story. I am terrified of Ferris wheels, and I always get questions of like, oh, well, like what if you went on the Ferris wheel with your boyfriend and then you guys kiss at the top? Like, no, I will say no. Like, no. Like, we can go on a different roller coaster, but all that like lovey-dovey Ferris wheel stuff I will never do, just because I'm so terrified of Ferris wheels. I'm just so terrified, and I will never go on them. So I'm afraid of that height, but any other height I'm totally fine. Like roller coasters all day, you know. At what age did you go on your first date? I want to say, I really don't remember. I didn't date in high school because I went to an all-girls school and I just never really met boys, and so I really never went on dates, and I wasn't really interested. I was really focused on school and just like growing as a person for myself. But I think the first date that I went on it wasn't even a date. I think I was like 16 or 17. I want to say I was a senior, honestly. I think I was a senior, and then this boy picked me up and we went to the lake at my town, and we just like sat at the lake. But that's not really a date, but I think that's like the most like where he picked me up and we went somewhere. But I don't know, I didn't date. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? Yeah, I can. Did you dream last night? Yes, I had nightmares. I've been having a lot of nightmares since being in the convent. I don't know why. I've had really bad sleeping habits here, and so being at the convent, I usually wake up 3 or 4 times a night. And yesterday I woke up 5 times, and 3 out of the 5 were nightmares. So that's fine, you know, go nightmares. But yeah, I have nightmares, and I do dream, but I usually have nightmares. Did your mother go to college? Yeah, she did. They both, my mom and dad both went to IU, which is Indiana University. Do you believe in love at first sight? For sure. I know a lot of people really don't, but I think when you meet that one person, you just know and you feel it, and you just feel that attraction. And so for sure, I believe it. You might not like pursue it, but I think there's definitely that draw, and most people do pursue it because they can just feel it. So for sure, yeah, love at first sight for sure. Do you eat breakfast every morning? No. That's actually a really funny question, because I never ever eat breakfast. Being at the well, I keep saying being at the convent, but this has been my whole life. I am not a breakfast person. I know my body, and if I have breakfast, it like puts me to sleep throughout the day. It's like so filling for me, so I know that I can't eat breakfast, and then I'll just have coffee sometimes, but I can't have breakfast, or my day just doesn't run smoothly because I just feel like gross. I don't know why, it's really weird, but I never ever eat breakfast in the morning. But do you have a best friend? If so, then who? Yes, for sure. You guys know Karina. You will meet Jen hopefully in a video. So Jen is my best friend from college. I'm gonna be seeing her in 2 weeks for her baby baptism, and I'm her godmother, so I'm super excited to meet the baby, because I went to her baby shower, and now the baby is born, Gracelyn, and I'm super excited to meet her at her baby shower. I keep saying baby shower, at her baptism. So Jen, Karina, Barna, you guys know who you are. You know. Do you have any tattoos? I do. I have 6 tattoos. I've done a lot of videos, but if you guys want an updated video of how many tattoos I have and where I have them, like, you guys can probably see some in my videos, but I have 6. So if you want to know more about my tattoos, just leave a comment down below. And the last question, which is actually, so this is gonna be the last question I'm gonna answer, and it says, do you know how to pump your own gas? So a funny story about that, if you guys don't know, in New Jersey, you don't pump your own gas. You have somebody who comes to your car and pumps it for you. And so I grew up my whole life learning that, like watching somebody pump gas for you. And then I went to school in Kansas. But the first thing, a funny story about that before I actually started driving myself, was when I went to a camp I went to Brown University for camp, and we were coming home. So my mom picked me up from the camp, and we were coming home, and we decided that we were gonna get Wendy's and then stop at the gas station and then go home because we had to meet my dad for dinner. And my mom was like really hungry, so I was like, Mom, you eat and I will put the gas in the gas tank and we can go. And it was a rental car too. So I have no idea how I did this, but I somehow took the diesel nozzle and put it into the car, which it shouldn't even have fit because the diesel nozzle should have been a different size than your car tank, but it worked. And I put it into the gas tank, filled it up, and we started driving down the highway and we went doot, doot, and we were so confused. We had no idea what was going on. We were right by like a car dealership, so we were able to pull into the car dealership and see what was wrong with the car. And they were like, do you guys know you put diesel in your car? And you like pretty much just broke the entire car. And I was like, ooh. So that was my first experience putting gas into a car. But now I do it all the time because I went to school in Kansas for 4 years. So you have to do that for 4 years. And then in Indiana, we do it ourselves as well. So now I know how to put gas into a car, but before I did not. And then now living in New Jersey, I still don't. So it's really nice to go back to gas stations where they do it for you. So that is the end of my Q&A. I thought this would be really fun for you guys to get to know me a little bit better and just some fun questions. If you want more personal questions, I know I really didn't go like that deep into my life, but if you want those personal questions, just let me know in the comments down below and I will do another Q&A for you guys. But I just wanted to let you guys get to know me because I know there's been a lot of more subscribers on the channel, and I know you guys probably don't really know what's going on in my life since I just post really random videos and never really sit down and explain them, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm gonna get better at like giving you an intro and explaining the video before it starts because I've just been throwing students at you in a way and you really probably have no idea what's going on. So I thought this would be really fun just to sit down and talk to you guys. I miss you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.